There's a unique kind of fear that arrives without knocking, the sudden, unexplained pounding of your heart. One moment you're calm, scrolling your phone or drinking water, and the next you feel your chest tighten, your pulse speed up, and a flash of uncertainty spread through your mind. It's shocking, disruptive, and confusing. But the truth is that what feels like a random malfunction is often the result of an intricate and invisible interplay happening deep inside you. Your heart does not act on impulse. Every beat is regulated by an elaborate communication system called the autonomic nervous system, the silent supervisor of your internal world. This system makes decisions before you even realize something is happening. It accelerates your pulse when you're threatened, slows it when you rest, increases breath when you need oxygen, and adjusts blood pressure in fractions of a second. So when your heart suddenly races for no reason, it is not acting randomly. It is responding to something your conscious mind hasn't noticed. One of the most common triggers is hidden anxiety, the kind you don't feel mentally but your body senses deeply. You don't need to be panicking for your body to behave as if you are. A buildup of tension, stress you brushed aside, or emotions you never processed can quietly activate your fight-or-flight system. As soon as it switches on, adrenaline floods your bloodstream, and adrenaline has one mission: speed up your heart. It prepares you for danger, even when the danger is imaginary or internal. But there's more. Your heart can accelerate due to subtle physiological triggers that seem insignificant on the surface. Dehydration, low electrolytes, low blood sugar, skipped meals, too much caffeine, lack of sleep, or even shallow breathing can trick your body into believing something is wrong. When the body senses imbalance, the heart reacts, often dramatically. It's a survival mechanism, a way of compensating for internal instability. Hormones also play a major role. Your body is a chemical symphony, and when those chemicals fluctuate, the heart feels it first. People experiencing burnout, chronic stress, PMS, pregnancy, menopause, or thyroid imbalances may suddenly feel their heart surge. Hormones are messengers, and when the messages become chaotic, your pulse becomes the translator of that chaos. Another overlooked cause is the harmless but alarming phenomenon of premature heartbeats, or extrasystoles. These tiny electrical misfires can create a sensation that the heart skipped, fluttered, or suddenly accelerated. Many people panic when they feel this, which releases even more adrenaline, creating a loop of fear and fast heartbeats. While these irregularities rarely indicate danger, the sensation is powerful enough to make anyone believe something catastrophic is happening. Yet it's important to acknowledge that not every rapid heartbeat is benign. In some cases, these episodes can be linked to medical conditions like supraventricular tachycardia, anemia, hyperthyroidism, electrolyte disturbances, or underlying cardiac issues. If the episodes are frequent, extremely intense, or accompanied by dizziness, fainting, chest discomfort, or shortness of breath, medical evaluation is essential. Fear should not guide you, but awareness should. Still, the question remains: why does it feel like the heart chooses random moments to explode with activity? Because most triggers are silent until the moment your body can no longer swallow them. You may have been overwhelmed for weeks. You may be sleeping poorly, breathing shallowly, ignoring emotional tension, consuming stimulants without noticing, or living at a pace your system cannot sustain. When your body reaches its internal limit, it speaks, and your heart is one of the loudest messengers you have. There is also the fascinating concept of somatic memory, the idea that your body remembers what your mind forces itself to forget. If you experienced fear, trauma, or intense stress at any point in life, your nervous system may become hypersensitive to internal changes. A small fluctuation in adrenaline, a shift in breathing, or even a thought you didn't fully register can ignite your heart like a spark in dry grass. It's not psychological weakness, it's biological imprinting. Breathing patterns are another major factor. When you breathe rapidly or shallowly, something extremely common when you're stressed, even mildly, your body interprets it as danger. Carbon dioxide levels drop, blood chemistry shifts, and the heart accelerates in response. Many people think they're experiencing a cardiac emergency when, in reality, they're experiencing dysfunctional breathing driven by daily tension. And then there's the modern enemy, chronic stress. The kind you carry without noticing, the kind that accumulates slowly, like weight on your shoulders. Chronic stress alters hormones, increases inflammatory markers, disrupts sleep, and pushes the autonomic nervous system into constant overdrive. When your system becomes stuck in survival mode, your heart can race at the smallest internal disturbance, or even none at all. But here's the empowering part. Understanding why your heart races is the first step to reclaiming control over it. Once you recognize the connection between mind, body, chemistry, and emotion, everything changes. Techniques as simple as mindful breathing can calm the autonomic system. Hydration stabilizes cardiac signals. Reducing stimulants lowers adrenaline spikes. Proper sleep restores hormonal balance. Managing stress prevents the buildup that leads to sudden cardiac reactions. And learning to observe your internal patterns, when it happens, what preceded it, how your emotions behave transforms your relationship with your body. Your heart does not race for no reason. It races for a reason you haven't learned to recognize. But once you learn to see what's invisible, your body becomes far less frightening and far more understandable. If your heart has ever surged without explanation, this is your sign. The power to calm it begins not with fear, but with awareness. And that power is already in your hands.